From Prophets to Civilizations. The Sacred Land of Rohtas. According to Islamic tradition, humanity began with Hazrat Adam, the first man and prophet. After the great storm of Hazrat Nuh, the world was repopulated through his 3 sons, Sam bin Nuh, forefather of the Semitic peoples, Ham bin Nuh, forefather of many African and South Asian peoples, Japheth bin Nuh, forefather of Turkic and European peoples. Hold that the grave of Hazrat Ham, son of Hazrat Nuh, local traditions in the Potohar-Rohtas region, lies within a 60-kilometer radius of Rohtas Fort. This belief connects the land not only to recorded history, but to the earliest sacred chapters of humanity's story. Fossils and ancient remains in this region further prove that the land was settled long before recorded history. Making it a true cradle of civilizations. A crossroads of empires, myths, and spirituality. From prehistoric times, the very name Rohtas is wrapped in legend. In mythology, it is linked to Rohitasva, son of King Harishchandra of the Ikshvaku dynasty. The same lineage as Lord Rama. In Sanskrit, Rohitasva means shining sun. Mythological and epic connections. Ancient lore ties this region to the Kakaya, Kaikeyi Kingdom. Where Queen Kaikeyi, stepmother of Sri Ram, once ruled. Her son Bharata, stepbrother of Sri Ram, is remembered as the founder of Taxila, the world's earliest universities. Later, the great epics of the Ramayana and Mahabharata unfolded. Embedding this land within the epic age of Dharma, war, and knowledge. The Nath yogis and early spiritual movements.
Tilla Jogian, the sacred peak beside Rohtas. Beside the mighty Rohtas Fort rises Tilla Jogian, the ancient hill of yogis and saints. Once the spiritual heart of Punjab, it echoed with the chants and meditations of ascetics seeking divine truth. It is believed that the meditations of the ancient yogis of Tilla Jogian may have been among the early roots of what we now call yoga. A spiritual discipline of body and soul that began centuries ago in these same hills. The Nath yogis, Balanath, Gorakhnath, Amba Durga Rani, and Shiv Shankar Bholenath made this mountain their sacred home, transforming it into a center of enlightenment and renunciation. Among the seekers who came here was Raja Bhartari, brother of Raja Vikramaditya, 57 BCE. The legendary ruler after whom the Bikrami calendar was named. Renouncing his throne, Bhartari became a disciple of Guru Gorakhnath and meditated in the caves of Tilla, near Rohtas Fort, Jhelum. Punjab's folk songs still remember him as the king who became a saint. Even Ranja, the tragic lover of Hir Ranja, is said to have surrendered himself to Guru Balanath here. Becoming a Kanpata Jogi, in pursuit of divine rather than worldly love. Thus, while Rohtas stood for power and conquest, Tilla Jogian symbolized peace and spiritual awakening. Two eternal guardians of Punjab's soul. This sacred peak welcomed Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the founder of Sikhism, who meditated at Tilla and engaged in deep spiritual dialogue with the Nath yogis. His presence marked the meeting of two great spiritual paths: the ancient yogic wisdom and the new light of monotheism. As the Mughal and later British periods unfolded, Rohtas Fort rose nearby as the fortress of power, while Tilla Yogian remained the mountain of peace. One representing rule over men, the other mastery of the soul. Even today, its ruins, caves, and shrines stand as a testament to the timeless human quest for faith, freedom, and awakening.
But we lack precise evidence about the religion of its earliest inhabitants. As Islam teaches that around 124,000 messengers of God were sent across the world, it is difficult to trace which divine traditions were practiced here before Islam arrived. What we do know is that Islam eventually became the faith of the majority, shaping the identity of the region as it stands today.
The mysterious chain of forts. We may never know whether Ramkot Fort in the northeast was truly linked to the southern chain of Nandana, Kusak, Malo, Talaja, and Fort Monroe. Yet in between them stands the present-day Rohtas Fort, guarding the heart of this ancient belt. A silent corridor of defense, trade, and untold history. Rohtas Fort, when where history meets nature. Rohtas Fort stands not only as a masterpiece of history, but also as part of a vast natural landscape stretching toward Chakwal. The terrain around the fort is rich with forests, rocky hills, and grasslands, forming a thriving habitat for wildlife. Among its natural residents are the Urial, mountain sheep, wolves, jackals, foxes, peacocks, partridges, quails, eagles, chakors, and many other species that roam freely across its ridges and valleys. This blend of heritage and wilderness makes Rohtas a living symbol. Where the echoes of empires meet the calls of the wild. For two primary reasons. First, it stands almost at the center between Kabul and Delhi, serving as a strategic gateway from Central Asia to the Far East. Second, it lies close to the Salt Range, providing access to salt. A basic necessity for all human life. These factors made Rohtas a vital hub of trade, travel, and defense for centuries. However, after Vasco da Gama's discovery of the sea route, global trade gradually shifted from the overland Silk Route to maritime routes. Reducing Rohtas's role as a central passage. Rohtas region, dynasties and rulers of North India, Purava dynasty, 6th to 4th century BCE, famous king, Porus, fought Alexander the Great in the Battle of Hydaspes, 326 BCE, near the Jhelum River, Punjab.
Near Mangla, stood a fort belonging to Porus's daughter, suggesting that this entire region was once under the control of Raja Porus. It is said that Alexander's horses uncovered the Kaura salt mine, one of the oldest known in the world. This discovery greatly increased the region's economic importance as a hub on the Silk Route. Here, salt, goods, and cultures flowed in exchange, making the area a thriving market of empires. The Persian Achaemenid Empire is also believed to have held sway over this area before the rise of the Mauryan Empire.
Maurya Empire, 321 to 185 BCE. Founder Chandragupta Maurya, 321 BCE. Famous king Ashoka the Great, 268 to 232 BCE. Extended Mauryan Empire across North India, including Punjab and Gandhara. Shunga and Kanva dynasties, 185 to 280 BCE. Famous king Pushyamitra Shunga, 185 to 149 BCE. Successors of Mauryas in parts of North India. 2nd century BCE to 1st century CE. Indo-Greek kings. Demetrius I and Menander, Shurmalinda, ruled Gandhara and Punjab. Indo-Scythians. Famous King Mawes. Indo-Parthians. Famous King Gondophares. Kushan Empire, 1st to 3rd century CE. Founder Kujula Kadphises, circa 30 to 80 CE. Famous King Kanishka the Great, 127 to 150 CE. Patron of Buddhism, ruled from Peshawar, Taxila, and Gandhara. Gupta Empire, 4th to 6th century CE. Founder Chandragupta I, 320 CE. Famous kings Samudragupta, Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya, regional kingdoms. Famous king Harshavardhana, 606 to 647 CE. Rise of Rajput clans, Chauhans, Tomars, Gahadavalas. Rohtas region under local Hindu chiefs before Muslim invasions. The Muslim influence in this region was established through the invasions of Sultan Mahmud of Ghazni, followed by Sultan Shahabuddin Ghori. Their armies repeatedly advanced through this corridor, controlling the land and using it as a base for campaigns into the Indian subcontinent. This strategic passage, guarded later by Rohtas, became a decisive route for Islamic expansion and power in the region. Delhi Sultanate, 1206. Mamluk slave dynasty, 1206-1290 CE. Famous kings Kutbuddin Aibak, Iltutmish Balban. Mongol invasions, forces of Hulagu Khan, mid-13th century, pressed into North India for approximately 30 years. Khilji dynasty, 1290 to 1320 CE. Famous king Alauddin Khilji expanded sultanate into Deccan. Tughlaq dynasty, 1320 to 1414 CE. Famous kings Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq. Timurid invasion, 1398 CE. Amir Timur passed through North India. Sayyid dynasty, 1414 to 1451 CE. Founded by Khizr Khan. Lodi Dynasty, 1451 to 1526 CE. Famous kings Bahlul Lodi, Sikandar Lodi, Ibrahim Lodi, defeated by Babur in 1526. Sur Empire, 1540 to 1556 CE. Rohtas Fort era, founder Sher Suri, 1540 to 1545 CE. From Sasaram, Bihar, built Rohtas Fort, 1541 CE. To control northwest frontier and Ghakkars. Reforms: standardized currency, rupiah. Improved Grand Trunk Road. Mughal Empire, 1526 to 1857 CE. Founder Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi at Panipat, 1526. Famous kings: Akbar the Great, 1556 to 1605. Consolidated Mughal power: Shah Jahan, 1628 to 1658. Built Taj Mahal, used Rohtas Fort militarily. Aurangzeb, 1658 to 1707. Last powerful Mughal. Invasions during Mughal rule. Nader Shah, 1739. Ahmad Shah Abdali an Durrani, 1747 to 1772. After Aurangzeb, Mughal Empire weakened, but nominally lasted till Bahadur Shah Zafar, 1857. Regional powers after Mughal decline, 18th century CE, Marathas, dominant in Delhi region by mid-17th century. Sikhs, Maharaja Ranjit Singh, 1799 to 1839 CE. United Punjab ruled Lahore. Afghans Duranis. Ahmad Shah Abdali launched multiple invasions, 1748 to 1767. British East India Company rule, 1757. After Battle of Plassey, 1757, and Battle of Buxar, 1764. Company gained Bengal, Bihar, and North India. By early 1800s, British fully controlled Rohtas region. British Crown rule, 1858 to 1947 CE. After the War of Independence, 1857, direct rule by the British Crown began. North India, including Rohtas, remained under the British Raj until independence in 1947. In 1997, Rohtas Fort was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage list for its exceptional Afghan and Mughal military architecture. The modern access bridge, General Pervez Musharraf's era. Reconnecting the fortress to its historic legacy. Today, this legacy lives on. Within the historic walls of Rohtas, the descendants of Rohtas, who dedicated their lives to safeguarding its heritage, proudly carry the tradition forward. Continuing this noble path, the grandson of Raja Sheikh Hussain and the son of Raja Muhammad Siddiq, with gratitude to my spiritual guide Pir Rashid Ahmed, keep this tradition alive. This script is written and directed by Raja Imran Siddiq. With dedicated work by Reem Nahid Kiani. The fossils and heritage collections are proof of my love for the soil, for I am truly the son of this soil. Late Raja Shakil Ahmed guided me with wisdom, and his contributions will always be remembered. The fossils and preserved traces of various civilizations bear witness to the deep history of this land. Making it not only a place of comfort, but also of heritage, hospitality, and timeless connection. Azhar Iqbal, and Muhammad Waqas, sons of the native heritage directors of Rohtas Group, devoted to preserving the legacy and spirit of their ancestral land. A special acknowledgement goes to Mr. Kausar Abbas, son of the late Mazhar Hussain, whose valuable contributions to the Rohtas Group have further strengthened this legacy. Sher Shah Suri, successive rulers and invaders, built and rebuilt fortifications here, to secure their kingdoms and to collect taxes from traders, moving along this global artery of commerce. By the late 15th century, however, global trade shifted. When Vasco da Gama of Portugal discovered the sea route to India, 1498. European powers, Portuguese, Spanish, Dutch, French, and later the British, entered South Asia. What began as trade soon became conquest. The East India Company grew from merchant power to imperial rule. Dismantling native systems, economies, and traditions. British colonial authors once recorded that by the 17th century, South Continent contributed over 23% of the world's GDP. With literacy rates near 98% in its urban centers. Before colonial disruption overturned this balance, much of the world came here seeking trade, opportunity, and work. But the arrival of European empires led by Britain, changed everything.
Imran, I would like to invite you for this in this place. Дорогие друзья, дорогие друзья, это менеджер нашего отеля, который пригласил нас и показал свое детище. Это он все придумал сам.
No problem.
Придумал сам. Если даже посмотреть на вот эту вот пристройку, да, он сам придумал, чтобы сделать это в виде подводной лодки. Там колеса и стеклянное стекло, которое раскрывается, это иллюминаторы. Это еще недостроенное будет делать. Значит, идея пригласить людей, показать красоту Пакистана, вот, соответственно, ну и продвигать туристический бизнес. I would like to say, Mr. Raja, that you is one of the best Pakistani entrepreneurs who brings the real face of Pakistan, the real hospitality of Pakistani people, and we really enjoyed everything the way you already arranged this place. Beautiful nature Pakistani, beautiful Pakistani heart, hospitality, and you arranged everything for our people, from small children till big one, like
Yes.
you. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure. You all come over here, and it's my luck. And I am son of the soil. And the main thing is that this area is having a big history of 12,000 years ago. The land of saints and the warriors. And it's my pleasure I am from this soil, so I am doing as much as we can. And me and my brothers are doing a work hard with my family members. We arranged this place. This is unburied land totally, and we have spending 9 years over here to work. It's the recreational work, doing as much as we can, and it's my pleasure, and I hope this all of the guys enjoy a lot of, and it's I'll do my level best to promote my country, my peoples, and joint venture with you, all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And on behalf of our embassy, I would like to deliver you some gifts. These are symbols of our armed forces, of course, of our country, because we really now our relations are going very fast and improving. And this is two symbols of our armed forces. This is Navy,
Yeah.
this is land forces, This is special gift, and this one is to when you will put down something.
Yes. It's my player, and it's my player who follows. It's especially thanks to you.
Thank you
And
so much.
I need something. This I call my mobile. This photographs with you.